So you might be entering hermit era currently. If you find yourself not showing up to your dance rehearsals, perhaps, or not entering your studio, not joining the workshops that you signed up for art, and you suddenly start to feel very doubtful of your work, and most of all, you feel very disconnected with your creative projects, your creative output. So this is much heavier than just another creative block, right? When you enter a room or your usual gatherings, suddenly your friendship starts to feel very draining. People who are very very close to you started to feel extremely off all of a sudden. And and this is when you should know that, okay, the hermit phase is actually starting, and it's not a path where it's just about loneliness. Okay, it's the sacred portal to your innate self. So, if you're a dancer, singer, musician, or visual artist, and if you find yourself in this phase currently, well, this video is for you. And I'm here to show you what hermit mode looks like for an artist, a little bit about what I went through, how I managed to alchemize my pain throughout this hermit phase, and tune into creativity. You can skip this part if you want; it's all timestamp, right? And how this affects your creativity and how do you navigate it intuitively. All right. So if you're ready, let's get started. All right. Okay. How hermit mode looks like. So this whole process, it's not that glamorous. All right. It takes time. It takes deep level of vulnerability and courage to actually go through this whole phase, and because this is a soul level recalibration. Okay. So it's about you unraveling yourself layer by layer. So it takes time. How this shows up is you stop performing, or maybe just performing less, and it goes up for a period of time. Your shows, your collaboration, and even your hangouts, okay, personally. And you start to feel all of those things more of noise, yeah. And in this time, you want to clear out those interference and truly look within and try to hear the inner artist within you. And it's not about you being antisocial. It's about you being intentional, where you want to put yourself and be surrounded with. Okay? And you start to feel that if you are moving at this current pace right now, your creative output, so your art, your purpose, and your artistic identity is at risk if you just keep on pushing forward right now. And you might feel, and secondly, you might feel that you no longer fit in those creative spaces, like you just feel very disconnected all of a sudden, right? Like for me, I felt it was very shocking because I really look forward every day to go to this place to actually learn my dance, but it felt extremely weird and very off with my own energy, with my dance mate and just with the whole center. So I felt extremely disconnected, and I just had to pause, actually stopped. I stopped. I had to remove myself completely. And for artists, this normally happens when you experience burnout, heartbreak, trauma, or when you at the pinnacle of your spiritual awakening. And for me, everything happened at once, so it was a goop of poop de scoop. All right, so it was really really heavy, fucking heavy, right? And you this is a very crucial time because you will start to question your artistic identity, your purpose, your main why, right? So it's very important for you to truly listen to all the questions that comes up in your mind. Okay. And thirdly is you stop going out, like meeting your friends or even making new friends. For me, well, I would say I'm an ambivert, but I am introverted back again. Reiterating my first point of you being intentional, the same goes to interacting with other people as well. So, no, why is this? Is because you want to pull away from loud distractions, or just like loud people, because you just want that space to truly hear yourself. Anything that doesn't serve you is out the window, right? And lastly, for some cases, you feel that depression and anxiety creeps in. Not necessarily, um, but yeah, it does. And it's not about you being broken, all right? It's about your soul trying to detoxify all the pressures externally, and you holding all of those burdens and change from the past, chain chain from the past, okay, that's extremely fucking heavy. And you put all your effort to really hold yourself throughout this whole time, and it's time to let go of those things that doesn't serve you, right? So it's your body trying to tell you that I want to come home right now, okay? Right. So this part is about my own process, and well, it's the first time that I'm actually saying out loud. You can definitely skip this part, no worries. I will put a timestamp for the next part, which is how it affects your creativity. Okay? The reason why I'm sharing this is just to, well, just show you how it actually looks like, right? So my whole hermit mode was a bit emotionally violent, right? I was I had to escape from you know uh, family members and very narcissistic environments. It was extreme flight or fright mode, and I landed in a soul draining job. Was 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 hell. And every day I felt that I was betraying myself every single day, and I had to wear mask, and I'm a person that I really cannot wear mask, okay? Because I know deep down that I'm meant to be guiding artists, and I've known this for the longest time. But well, I'm now acting on it. It took time for me to unravel and come to this particular state that I'm in right now. So, because before this, I was actually doing sustainability consulting, and my purpose is completely different right now. I'm just my prophecy lies within art and me shedding light to other creative souls. Okay, so throughout this time, I because all my life I was being told to actually suppress my oh my god, my emotions and my voice uh, continuously, being told like I was burdened or caused misery. So it was my innate behavior to just suppress emotions, and this really affected my creativity. So when I brought this forward through my adulthood, and of course uh, together with those traumatic like times, moments, the span of creativity spark was extremely short, because my creative blocks was extremely overpowering. All right, so creative here, my blocks was like way up high, and at the same time, I had some PTSD, and that doesn't help with your creative ideas at all. All right, you might have really really wonderful ideas, but the thing is that when you are at that level of stress, it really fucks you up. So thank God. I mean, despite all this, I actually still showed up for my Bharatanatyam class, and signed up for a certain painting workshop, which was, well, I think was still great. It was still hard, but I managed to channel my vulnerability through really dancing and through acting, because in a certain part of Bharatanatyam learning is for you to channel your emotions. So I found a space where I can use my rage, grief, and just truth in this whole process. So it was really really liberating, and I realized that actually my vulnerability wasn't a fucking weakness. Okay, it was a power, and if you manage to channel it creatively that aligns with your truth, it's powerful as hell, right? So did I miss any point? Um, yeah, the reason why I'm sharing this to you is that this whole phase might feel very gruesome. I mean, it really depends on the circumstances and how deep your hermit mode goes for. But normally, it's quite heavy, and I went through this whole thing alone. Okay, it was quite horrifying. Okay, it was really really bad because I had my ammo all the time in my mind because I had a couple of suicidal attempts like many years back. So when anything tragic happens to me, I always ask myself, am I giving myself the justice that of me, like, putting on a knife? So it was really graphic. Sorry, trigger warning. So late. But I have to give myself justice for me being alive right now because I am living in my own terms, and that's just how it's going to be, right? So yeah, in this hermit mode, I think the like fire should be within you, and you should know what that is. Okay, you need to find, really dig deep and find your fucking fire, right? That keeps you going. Okay, so know that you're not alone, and you have the power. You have the power to go through this whole thing, even if the circumstances is you have to go through it yourself. You can definitely do it. Okay, I'm telling you this, you can definitely do it. If I can, you definitely can. All right. So the next video will cover on how it affects your creativity and how to navigate forward. So keep a lookout on the next video. So if you made it at the end of this video, I really want to thank you so much for your time. I'm Charles. I'm a transformational coach for creative professionals. So if you're a dancer, singer, musician, or visual artist who feel burnout, overwhelmed, having imposter syndrome, or finding yourself in a loop of creative blocks time and time again, or just navigating through identity shifts, those are the things that help you and gain clarity in moving forward with much resilience, stronger confidence, and authenticity. And how so? By strengthening your intuition and using your vulnerability as your powerful asset. I'm here not to guide you on how to be more creative. You are already an expert in that. I'm here to shine light on building sustenance between your human self and your artistry. So, I have several things that I would like to share with you today. I just created a toolkit, a simple toolkit that is called Break Free from Creative Stagnation. It's at a small price. This is a self guided toolkit that takes you step by step in naming a resistance and unraveling your limiting beliefs, putting it side by side with your fears and your motivation, and how to use your intuition as a cheat code. And this whole toolkit comes with 2 discovery calls with me. So you get to share with your creative struggles that you're facing currently, and I can help you with gaining more clarity on how to move forward. So it's a great chance to just talk it out. Or if you're someone who wants to dive in deeper and you want to really put this into action, you can actually join my 30-day strengthening intuition workshop. It will start on May 1st, so soon. And this is a very intimate session. It is for 5% per intake. And what this is that you'll be going through assessing your intuition and naming resistance at the same thing, and really discovering the patterns, building your values, really aligning your values to your branding, your how do you show up, your identity as the artist that you want to embody, and how to gain confidence. And each of you will be receiving individual action plans and also a personalized toolkit. So there is a lot of resources that comes in with this workshop. So it's like a crash course. Okay, it's quite intense, but it's for creatives who really are open to looking within and who want to seek change. Right. So this workshop is $170 per person, and for every friend that you recommend, you will get 10%. I mean, $10 off. And all of these details about what it entails is all in the Google form in the description box below. And at the end, when you complete the form, you can get a free call with me to just clarify any questions that you have regarding about the program. All right. And you can also subscribe to my newsletter. Also, the link is down in the box below. And if this whole video resonates with you, I would really appreciate if you can like, subscribe, and or just leave any comments or anything kind below. So, thank you so much. Just remember that you are not alone in this process, and there's always love around you, and persevere and always choose yourself. Okay? Much love, take care, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.